My dear students of Senior 8 class, I miss you so much. It's rather unfortunate and sad that due to the COVID-19 outbreak in the country, we all have to stay at home. I, however, pray for you and your parents as well as your families that God continues to protect you and keep you safe until we all come back to school and continue with our academic work. I, however, want to admonish you that abide by the simple instructions of your parents. Pray to God all the time and take your academic work, your home studies, seriously. I also take the opportunity to bring you home tuition in the comfort of your house so you can be learning what you have to do or learn in the house. Let's begin our lesson. The aspect is grammar, and the topic is Proverbs. Let me ask you, my dear students, what is a proverb? What is a proverb? A proverb is a popular wise saying that is expressed in clever language and with deep words. I take it again. A proverb is a popular wise saying that is expressed in clever language with deep words. I know you already know the answer to it, and so your answer is as good as mine. That is what I've said. A proverb is normally used to speak about issues, that is, serious issues or situations. It is normally a brief sentence, but with rich meaning and content. A proverb can be used anywhere, anytime, depending on the situation on the ground. So, in your regular conversation with your friends, your families, you can sometimes use proverbs to enrich your language, your expression, and it will make you very good in terms of language expression. Let's look at some few examples of proverbs. 1. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. 2. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. 3. No news is good news. 4. Necessity is the mother of invention. 5. Speech is silvern. Silence is golden. I hope you can give more examples on your own. Please do well to practice. That brings us to the end of our lesson. But before I move on to the next aspect, let me quickly ask you a few questions on what we have learned. 1. What is a proverb? 2. When is the right time to use proverbs and where? 3. Find the meaning of the following proverbs. I. Still waters run deep. I. Too many cooks spoil the broth. I. Two wrongs do not make one right. Ivy. Where there's a wall, there's a way. 4. Explain the following proverbs. I. A rolling stone gathers no moss. I. All's well that ends well. I. A fool and his money are soon departed. Ivy. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. And the last question to try your hand on, give 5 proverbs and explain their meaning. That brings us to the end of grammar. Let's quickly move on to the next aspect, that is composition. Last week I sent you a guide for writing composition, and the topic was descriptive essay, and that is what I am going over with you today. What do we mean by descriptive essays? When we say descriptive essays, what do we mean, or what is it, or how do you understand it? You already know it, don't you? You know, because we have done it over and over. But let me quickly take your mind aback to refresh you on that. Descriptive essays are essays that describe things. Take note, they describe things, people, places, events, and circumstances using descriptive words, that is, adjectives. So, what have you learned? I know you have learned the meaning of descriptive essays. Now, how do you write a descriptive essay? First, put your jotter down and get some points on the topic you are writing on. What are you writing on? Try to describe the physical features of the person. If it is a person you are writing on, how does the person look like? From head to toe, the physical appearance, everything about the person. If it is a place, what do you know about the place? If it's an event or story, what do you know about it? Now, let me give you one of these topics to try your hands on. Write on any of these. 1. What I do on Sundays. What I normally do on Sundays. I. A market scene in my village. I. A dream I will never forget. Ivy. An interesting function I attended recently. And so, my dear students, I will quickly select one and give you an excerpt on it to guide you, so that even as you are writing, you know how to go about it and write very good essays. What I have selected to treat with you, or what I've selected for you to look on to write your own, is what I normally do on Sundays. First, write your topic boldly in the middle in capital letters and neatly underlined. Then begin your essay with your first paragraph. Now, this is how I wrote mine. Sunday is one of my favorite days because it is the day of the Lord, a day dedicated to worshiping God. I love Sundays particularly because I do just a few activities on Sundays. When I wake up in the morning, I first pray and thank God for His protection upon my family and me. I then proceed to brush my teeth, wash my face, and commence my house chores. When I'm done, I quickly take my bath and breakfast and join mommy, daddy, and my siblings for the family prayer. And off to the church we go. After church, I assist mommy in the afternoon chores. After lunch, I take about 1 hour 30 minutes siesta, after which I study for 2 hours and then wash the kitchen utensils after evening supper. I quickly run down for my shower and get ready for the 6 o'clock news. After, I go through the newspaper for 20 minutes, followed by my evening studies before bed. I say my evening prayers for my family, friends, classmates, and loved ones, including Ghana, and go to sleep. Oh, how I love Sundays. And so, my dear students, with this excerpt, which I've also sent or added the written text, I hope it will be a good guide for you to write or to try your hands on the other topics, so that when you come back to school, you'll be able to write a very good essay for me in your exams. My dear students, finally, let me quickly take you through the next aspect of our lesson, which is English literature. The topic is repos. You know, you can find repos in your cockcrow book. The cockcrow. And I expect that at the end of the lesson, you will be able to understand the story on repos and be able to identify the literal terms used in the story. And I also believe you'll be able to answer the literature questions on repos. Let's flow. After you carefully read the repos, you will answer a few questions. But first of all, silently read the repos on page 79. Read again and identify all the literary devices used and try to understand the import of the story itself. Also, try to explain the literary devices identified in the story. Then answer these questions on the repos. Question number 1. Who wrote repos? Who wrote repos? Question 2. Use the extracts below to answer questions 2 to 4. Listen to the extract. Mama Adamu called Abiba, Abi for short, into the woman's yard. God knows she loved Amina like the sister she never had, but the poor girl, in her innocence, had misconstrued Mama Adamu's incessant rebukes as hatred. Now, question 2. The poor girl in the extract refers to. Question 3. Mama Adamu called Abiba because you continue it. And question 4. She loved Amina like the sister she never had is an example of a literal device called. My beloved Senior 8 students, This brings us to the end of our lesson. I hope you enjoyed your lesson and you practice whatever I have taught you, and you also try your hands on all the questions I've given you. Enjoy your week and have a blessed stay in the house. Remember to be prayerful and abide by your parents' instructions. I love you so much. I love you. Pray for us. We also pray for you, and we hope to meet in school. Once again, all the best.